I'm just waking up and I see that North Carolina is actually getting worse. And I haven't been trying to focus on nothing, but this is what I will say. Um, I hear a lot of people saying that they are trying to get to North Carolina to help the people, and authorities is turning people away from helping the citizens in North Carolina. And the only reason why I can come up with the reason why they don't want to help these people in North Carolina, because if you leave them where they are, there are no witnesses. There is no one that can come out of the state and can actually tell what they seen and what they saw. And if they was to demolish the whole North Carolina, everything that is in North Carolina is now historic. You know what I'm saying? Even the citizens there. And if you was to save these citizens, it's like you are letting history leave. And then on top of that, they are saying that North Carolina sits on top of the most wealthiest lithium that is in the world. So when you think about that, think about how the United States right now is built on Wi-Fi and internet and battery. And very sooner or later, this country is going to need more than 5G. Because right now we are working on 5G. And right now 5G is not good enough because our internet and our Wi-Fi system is going in and out. They are building more electric cars. So it's like the world is becoming to be more AI and electric until 5G is not going to be enough. How we are going to sustain a smart planet and we don't even have enough electricity. Our sun is now deteriorating. You know, our moon is now being messed around with. So right now, the United States really don't have a reliable energy source. So if you can take down a state that sits on great energy, all you have to do is destroy that state and destroy everything about that state and dig up the energy source, because eventually we are going to need at least 8 or 9, 10G energy, electricity to sustain what they are trying to do. And I just feel like that the United States is going to get way worse, because then on top of that, the United States really don't have no resources. You know, our money is basically non-existent. Our banks, Bank of America is already acting up. And now I'm finding out that it is now over 10 banks that is now messed up. So right now, the United States really don't have no resources. We don't have nothing to back up nothing. And then on top of that, we are about to go into a great transformation of energy. So if you destroy a state that sits on lithium, like that sits on energy, all you got to do is destroy that state and you can dig up the energy that you need. So when I look at this, the only thing that I could think about is Elon Musk. And I could think and I was thinking about not only what he said, but it was on the interview where he compared us to living ants. So what he was saying was that if they need something in this country, if they need something in general, and it just so happens that we as human beings is in the way and they need something, that if we get destroyed in the process, it's really nothing personal. It's just that they needed what they needed and we was just in the way. So even if we die or get affected by it, in a way they feel bad with it but they had to get what they had to get, you know. And right now, this is all that I see. I see innocent people that is dying, that can't get aid because they need something out of this country. And they don't give a damn who they destroy. They don't give a damn who they kill or who they damage in the process. It's nothing personal. We just need what we need. So when I look at the world now, like who is really getting left behind right now? Because it look like we are the ones being left behind while the world is falling apart. You know, they always taught us in the movies that the people was going to disappear and the world was going to be here. But it looked like the world is deteriorating and the people is being left here. And I just want to let the whole world know that we need to look at what is going on, because they are basically tearing down and destroying everything that we have built. Take all the racism and the division out the way, and who was here first and who was here second. Because at the end of the day, we are all dying here. Whether you black, white, Mexican, Chinese, we are all dying here in this country. They are not discriminating on who goes or who stays. So we as the American people, we need to just stop. And we need to look at these people that is basically fucking up our country. We need to look at all these people that got billions under their belt, that is basically taking our country and doing what they want to do to it. And they don't give a damn about us, because we are the ants in this country. You got people like Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, people like Trump, and there's other people that we don't even see. They are basically making decisions at this big executive tables, and we is not included. And we are going to look up one day, and we are going to be in a smart country where everything will be controlled by AI. Everything is going to be controlled by a battery, because we are losing the resources of our energy. The sun is deteriorating. The moon is losing its energy. And eventually the stars is going to fall. And they know this. So they have to come up with a new energy source, because they know that the energy source that they have been living off of now is deteriorating. We now have a rock that they are calling a second moon that is now interfering in the energy of the moon. So they need a new resource now. How are you going to resource a whole new smart country that is going to be controlled by AI and electricity if they can't even rely on the sun and the moon? And this is what they was trying to tell us in the movie The Matrix. They are coming up with a new energy source. And meanwhile, while we is being distracted with all these wars and being distracted by Diddy and being distracted by all this dumb shit, they are basically tearing down our country to rebuild it up, to make a whole new smart country that is going to be controlled off of a battery, off of energy, off electricity. And they are using our own resources. Because it's a lot of things in America. It's a lot of things that America is built on that we don't even know. Like America, like I've been saying for over a year, America is a very old vintage country that sits on nothing but wealth. But they never told us what we are actually sitting on. In fact, they are showing us, because they are destroying our states. They are destroying our land. They are destroying our country to get to it. And meanwhile, we thinking that America don't have no resources, and they are basically tearing down North Carolina just to get to one of our resources. So that lets you know that we have far beyond being lied to. We are rich beyond our beliefs, which I already knew that. But now do you see? So we need to protect ourselves, and we need to protect our country and our land, and let them know that they just ain't gonna just have us keep building and they taking it down. Somebody gotta go down, and it ain't gonna be us. We gotta wake up, people.